Howdy guys, it's the Dallerfin'd Crustacean, back at it with more Uncharted 3, and we're going to start off with one of the easiest sections in the game on any difficulty because they give you so much damn ammo. Look at that, 32 shotgun shells. I don't even think that's possible apart from this one section after you've killed the spiders. Or at least gotten away from them. You don't technically kill them, you just stall for time until they open the door. But you have 32 shots. I mean, you might die here a couple of times, but you're gonna get through this, no problem. There's nothing that's holding you back.
I can't see a thing. Sully, you all right?
It can be kind of difficult if you get intimidated by the enemies as they come down because of like the smoke and everything and not being able to see where they come. But just, I promise you, stand your ground and it works on any difficulty. You see right here, I'm just mowing them down like they're pieces of grass. They're nothing to me. And that's it. Done. Easy peasy, like it's nothing. Done. I pick up ammo on habit. You don't pick up ammo because they're just gonna toss it right back down the well as soon as he climbs out. So don't even bother, like I did.
Careful, kid.
I think that's the one and only treasure that I grab in this whole in this chapter.
Hey, heads up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about what happened when I was playing through. So when I played through this chapter,
Here, give me your guns.
I was playing on. Hold on, I think there's a cutscene coming up, so I'm gonna stop talking real quick.
Okay, I think we're clear. Come on. We gotta make ourselves scarce.
Oh, there's gonna be a small cutscene, but I'm gonna talk about what happened when I realized that I forgot to pick up the treasures.
This way.
No.
Nate?
Run. Oh no. All right, easy, kid. Stay away. Stay away.
What's wrong with him?
They drugged him.
What?
Come on, we gotta get him out of here. Come on, son. Touch me. All right.
No. We just want to help.
Get away. Get away from me. Hey. Hey.
Okay, so what happened when I picked up that treasure, I was like, oh crap, I forgot to pick up all of the treasures that were in this chapter. And the reason I forgot was because I was on the phone. I talked about that in the last game, but I was playing this chapter while I was talking to somebody on the phone. And as soon as I picked up that treasure, I realized, what the hell? I freaking forgot to pick up the treasures. And this is a pretty long chapter with a bunch of like cutscenes in between and stuff. And it's mostly just like a puzzle chapter. So I didn't really want to play it again solely to find the treasures, but I didn't want to bother looking for treasures when I went for my brutal playthrough, so I went ahead. After finishing chapter 12, as soon as I got to the beginning of chapter 13, I quit to the main menu and replayed chapter 11. And what happened was, I went back to chapter select after getting all the trophies for chapter 11.
Follow me.
And they didn't have chapter 13 there. Apparently, I don't know, you have to play the whole chapter in order to chapter select it. So even though I made it through chapter 12 and got the title card for chapter 13, I was forced to replay through chapter 12 on crushing difficulty. And chapter 12 is one of the harder chapters in the game. So I was more than upset when I realized that. I felt so cheated. It felt like, I don't know, it felt like the game kicked me in my ass and just kept kicking me while I was down.
Give them to us.
But It is what it is. So when the next video, when I start on chapter 13, that's after I've made it through chapter 12 again.
Please.
But you're gonna see my first playthrough of chapter 12 in this video.
Welcome back. I don't recommend making a scene. You're not exactly here legally, remember? Greatness from small beginnings. Beneath that cocky exterior, you're still the same scared, filthy little runaway, aren't you?
Skip the mind games. You don't know me.
In fact, I suspect I know you better than anyone, Mr. Drake. Of course, that's not your real name, is it? But we won't dwell on that. Mother commits suicide. Father surrenders son to the state at the age of 5. Entrusted to the St. Francis Boys' Home. It's also Dickensian. Oh. Don't worry. She's of no interest to us. Unless, of course, we need to apply a little pressure.
What do you want from me?
Well, as much as it pains me to admit it, I need your help to find Victor Sullivan.
Right.
We already know he has the coordinates to find Iran.
How do you know that?
You told us, Nathan. It seems your loyalty isn't as firm as you'd like to think it is. What about his?
What? Wait. What are you trying to pull?
Nothing. It's just that, well, we've had you in our clutches for quite some time now. And he hasn't exactly mounted a rescue. He didn't rescue you back in Cartagena either. He just saw something he could exploit.
I know what you're trying to do.
Trust me. Victor is only ever in it for Victor. It's a cold, hard fact. I discovered it 20 years ago. I'm surprised it's taken you this long to figure it out.
You're wasting your time, lady.
Fair enough. But ask yourself, when he scooped you off the streets of Colombia 20 years ago, did he save you from that life? Or did he just doom you to this one? Ah, excellent. Well, we've located Sullivan on the other side of the city. I'm sorry, Nathan. It seems you've been removed from the equation.
I talked about how I hate Talbot, and turns out Nathan hates Talbot just as much as me. He's willing to possibly go to prison to chase this guy because of his stupid face. He has such a punchable face. God, he looks so stupid. I hate him so much. Just gets on my nerves. Apparently it'd be the same for Nathan. Pretty funny that he just willing to risk it all just to chase this stupid looking guy down. This is a pretty long chase scene. I was talking about how this game has a lot of chase sequences. I feel like one way this chase sequence could be like 100 times better is if you just had the the possibility of ending it faster if you catch up to him. But really, it's a glorified cutscene. And I guess you could say that for any chase sequence in any game, and you could say that I'm like it. Why would I like the one at the very beginning as young Nate, which is pretty much also a glorified chase sequence? Well, the only reason I like it more than this one is just because it's not as long. Look, I'm literally bumping into him there. I should have been able to end the fight there. But if this chase scene was just shorter, it would be more enjoyable. It's just, it goes on for a little bit too long. It's still really cool. Still really cool to chase him through these environments. I just think after a first playthrough, maybe a first couple of like 5-6 playthroughs, you're kind of like, okay, I get it. I wish I could tackle this guy faster. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. Just jumping into the barrels. I thought I was gonna be super fast and cool there.
Damn it! Surprise, asshole!
Yeah.
Shit!
This jump scene always just reminds me of Jason Bourne. It's been a long time since I've watched those movies, but they have a scene like that in there, don't they? You're gonna see a weird cut here, and that's because I ran past the door like an idiot.
Where the hell did he go?
Damn, excuse you, asshole. What is that guy's problem? There was plenty of space there, and he just pushes me out of the way.
There he is. I think you lost me, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, so embarrassing. What am I doing? Very uncinematic. Sorry. Not very nice to watch when I mess up like that.
Come on, Talbot, this is getting old.
See, even once again, Drake and I are on the same page. He said, "This chase sequence is getting old. It's going on for far too long." And then we do this little fight scene, and this is what I was talking about, how on crushing difficulty they don't show you any of like the buttons that you're supposed to press, but during this fight they show you buttons that you're supposed to press. So I don't understand like why sometimes they show the buttons and other times they don't. I think this would have been another interesting way to spice up this fight in general. Like, what if they had like 2 or 3 of these fights? Like 2 more of these fight scenes where you fight him for a little bit and he runs off. That'd be pretty cool.
How'd that feel?
يا صباح الفلافل والحمص والبابا غنوج. Remember me? Ramses. You should thank me, my friend.
Right. Thanks.
No, really. The English lady bade me to get rid of you. But me, I'm a nice guy. I saved your life. Right now, I am the only friend you got.
Uh-huh. Now you figure I owe you something. Is that it?
Smart guy. I like that. You are way ahead of me. It is really a simple question. Aram of the Pillars.
Of course.
Where is it?
I don't know, buddy.
Bullshit.
Look, even if I did know, my life wouldn't be worth very much once I told you, now would it?
You insult me.
You're a pirate!
And a good businessman. Give me some respect. Let's try this again. Where is Aram, Nathan?
Look, you can torture me all you want,
Okay,
but I can't tell you what I don't know.
maybe so. We'll see if your friend is more cooperative.
What? Who?
Your friend, Victor Sullivan. I don't want to do this. At his age, it may be too much for him.
Wait,
No. You have given me no choice. Perhaps your friend will be more grateful for his life.
wait. You leave Sully alone.
Bye, Nathan.
You don't touch him!
This is gonna be fun.
I know I said I was upset that I had to redo this chapter again, but it wasn't because this isn't a great chapter. It was because I had to replay it on Crushing again, and I didn't want to get stuck. Because I had a pretty difficult time when I was playing it on this one. I died a good amount of times. But my second playthrough, I guess I learned from my first, and then when I eventually played on brutal difficulty, it was even easier for me. So I made it through no problem, but it was the fact that I had to redo it instead of wanting to redo it that was the issue for me. But I think that these next couple of levels on the boat are some of my favorite levels in the whole Uncharted series. I really love these boat levels. I don't know why. It's like the aesthetic. I love the swimming, like the water in between. I love the cinematography. I love like just like the boats in general. You know, with Uncharted 4 having like pirates and stuff, I wish there was a lot more like water-based like sections, kind of like this chapter has. I mean, you get it a little bit on Uncharted 4, but I kind of wish there was a lot of it, because I love this chapter and the next chapter. I think, yeah, it's three chapters on the boat. No, it's 4 chapters on the boat.
Shit, where did you
12, 13, 14, and 15. 4 chapters on the boat. And every single one of them are really good chapters. I like all these chapters. Guess I really shouldn't be repeating myself. I've said I like these chapters multiple times. Y'all get the point. These chapters are really good. Most enjoyable chapters in all of Uncharted for me. The whole series.
And stay down. Please.
Oh, and I was talking about iconic moments.
Rum.
This part of Uncharted 3 is definitely another iconic moment. So now we have the fire going down in France, and now we have the boat section somewhere in Yemen. And then there's still more iconic moments to come. Well, at least one more. I think there's one more iconic section that I think is the most iconic moment in the whole Uncharted series. But I think these other 2 moments stand up just as nice. So, I think I make a really valid point when I say that Uncharted 3 is probably the most iconic game out of the whole franchise. So it's so weird when I hear that
Empty.
this one is not
Of course it's empty.
a good game to some people. Or at least, I talked about in Uncharted 2 that I found out recently that this was like, a controversial addition to the series, and I don't understand why. I think it's a great addition in my opinion.
Where the hell am I? Look at this place. Shit. Here goes nothing.
I was about to say that. Look at this place. This place is so cool.
Okay, making progress. I see you, buddy. Just don't turn around. Don't turn around.
I mean, look at this.
All right, Sully.
Look at this cool place. And I'm gonna try to stealth here, but my stealthing here doesn't go too well in this playthrough. When I played on brutal difficulty, I think I got through like three-quarters of these guys on through stealth. So you probably can stealth this whole section, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to stealth this whole section. It really is. Like, to find your own path. And I've said in other titles, like, I mean, in other my videos, that I really enjoy stealthing. And I don't like to look up guides, like, I don't like to look up how do you stealth these sections. I mean, it's cool to, like, after I put together what I think was a cool stealthing section, if I found a way to see how somebody else has done it. But I don't like to look up what path other people have taken. I like to make up my own. That's part of the fun of stealth for me. I don't find stealthing boring. I think going into stealth is really fun. So I don't think that's something everybody agrees on, but I will stick to stealth till the day I die.
Shit! Oh, shit!
I kind of ruined it there. I really thought that I'd be able to... Sometimes you're able to stealth kill one guy and then quickly stealth kill another if they're like side by side, and I thought I'd be able to do that there, but whatever. I screwed it up. Normally I would like restart, but I felt like I took a it wasn't like a big chunk, but I was okay with the amount of people that I had stealthed, and I thought I had a pretty decent position that I could take everybody else out. But they start flanking you pretty bad. I mean, they start flanking me pretty hard here in a second, and will eventually kill me, and you're gonna see a cut to where they put you as a checkpoint if you kill a certain amount of guys. I don't know exactly where the checkpoint is, but there is a checkpoint in this section if you kill a certain amount of guys, and right where I'm aiming is where they're gonna put me as soon as I die. There is one place that you can stand, and it's really strong, and I suggest that you stand there, and I'll tell you which section it is when I stand there. But that's where I stood on brutal difficulty after taking out like 3/4 of the guys in stealth, and it worked wonders. It worked really well. I suggest you do the same. I probably could have done it for the whole section, but this is where I die. I thought that was funny. Just like an abrupt explosion. This is the section I was talking about. Run if you you could probably start the section here. You probably don't have to stealth anybody. You can start here and finish the whole section right here. This is a very strong section. To my knowledge, I don't think that they can flank you. I don't think they can jump up here with you. I've never had anybody do that. And I've done this section, like I said, 3 times. 2 times on Crushing and 1 time on Brutal. And this is where I stood here at least for a little bit, and each time I was here, and it worked wonders every time. You can see them coming from every direction. You should have plenty of ammo, and even if you don't, there's a hammer right there's a grenade launcher right there that you can pick up. So just pick your headshots, shoot, and then you should be golden.
Here we go.
Should have no problem. Shoot them when they're about to throw grenades. Shoot headshots when they peek out. I think there is gonna be a grenade launcher later. Maybe he's the guy that might give you problems. But I don't think he gives me any problems. That guy with the armor, he usually climbs up and walks a little bit forward, but he was just deciding to stay there for me. I don't know why. I really wanted to use that propane tank to blow him up, but he wanted to stay there, so I had to use the bullets that I had to take him out. I think the guy that I'm shooting at right now, that's the boat that a grenade launcher spawns on sometimes. So yeah, now I've run out of my pistol, and I didn't have any bullets in my long gun, I don't think, so I picked up the hammer and I'm gonna take out every single guy, well, the rest of the guys that are left. And this guy's been running around like a cockroach forever. I shot him with a bunch of pistols and he's still running around with his like I cut off his head and he was running around. Is it true that roaches have like 2 heads, like one in their rear and like one in the front? And that's like one reason why they're so hard to kill? Is that true? I feel like I've heard that somewhere. But yeah, I think that was everybody. And then as soon as you jump on the boat here in front of me, and start climbing up the ladder, more guys will spawn up at the top. It's 4 guys, 2 with a laser, 1 with a grenade launcher, and no, 1 with a regular pistol, and then 1 with a grenade launcher. And here I remembered them showing up when I played years ago, but they weren't coming, so I was like, okay, guess they're not coming. But I knew as soon as I climbed up this ladder, that's when they're probably going to show up, and that's indeed what happened. So here they are. Yeah, one with like a regular AK or whatever long gun he has, and then two laser guns, and one rocket launcher right there. Who's throwing grenades at me? Is there like another guy down here? I have no idea who was throwing grenades at me, but we're gonna move on as if nothing was happening. That gun always has 4 bullets in it. I don't know why. It's like a program thing. Every time I find that gun anywhere else, it always has a full clip, but for some reason when you pick that gun up right there, it always only has 4 bullets. I don't know why. So we're gonna shoot him because he'll kill you if you don't know that he spawns. And then as soon as we climb up here, there's gonna be another guy that comes up. We're just gonna punch him to death. This section's pretty difficult if you didn't bring decent weapons from the last section. But we brought good weapons from the last section that we're gonna waste apparently, because we're gonna miss our shots completely. But because we brought good weapons from the last section, we're doing this like, dang, I'm just gonna miss all my shots. I could have killed 2 other guys with that. But whatever. We waste 3 bullets on one guy. And then the only other guy that will give you a problem in this section other than the riot shield guy is there's an armored guy that shows up here in a second. I'm trying not to leave this cover because this is my first time here, and I don't know how many guys show up. I just remember it being really difficult. So I'm being a little bit cautious here and not moving. Now there's a bunch of guys spawning on top of me.
Okay.
I'm trying not to waste my grenade bullets. So that's why I keep picking up the whatever other gun that is that's here. But what is that guy doing? That's what he gets for playing around. What is he doing? Look at these guys running around. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know why in Uncharted 3 they like to hide and run all over the place. Like, come at me. They kill you in 2 shots. You kill them in the same amount no matter what difficulty you're playing on. I can't afford you running around and hiding somewhere that I don't know where you are. Just run at me, please. Please, just run at me. I don't need this hide and seek stuff.
Nice. That'll do it.
How does this pirate guy even have all of this, like, have all these boats and stuff? Like, some of them are decommissioned, but like, is he really making that much money off of people just paying him to do their dirty work, like Talbot and Talbot and Marlowe are doing right now? Because, dang, he's making a lot of money. This is me just grabbing a treasure, and then I'm gonna cut back to where we should be, instead of wasting your time watching me go back to where we were.
Don't look down. Okay. I gotta get one shot at this.
And here in a second, you're gonna see the main reason why it sucks to replay this level on the harder difficulties.
Solid boat.
Right here, we're gonna have more hanging sections like we did when we were first trying to get Chloe and Charlie back. And I was talking about whoever decided to leave these sections, these hanging sections, the same stipulation for brutal difficulty, where you die in 2 shots, like, should have been severely punished. I don't know, but they were wrong for that. Crushing, it's annoying but doable. Brutal difficulty, it's unbearable in brutal difficulty. And if you want to hear my thoughts on that, you can go watch my other video. I don't go into full depth, but if you've played the sections, you know why they're so if you've played it on brutal difficulty, you know why it's so hard. Hell, if you've played on crushing difficulty, you know why it's so hard. I think that's just a dead guy there, but I'm too afraid to die here again because I've already died here multiple times. Like, what is he doing? See? You see how he came out like that? That would have been death in brutal difficulty. That is so cheap that they do stuff like that. They shoot faster than you. They aim faster than you. They can move around freely. You can't. Oh my gosh, these hanging sections are the worst part. These hanging sections in Uncharted 3 are the worst part of any Uncharted game. Thank God there's not that many of them. Thank God it's only this part in this chapter and the part back when we were with Chloe and Charlie. Because if there were more of that, it would completely ruin my experience. And y'all might think that I'm being exaggerative or that I'm like, oh, what's it like? It's like, God, what's the phrase that people use to irritate people when they're crying about a hard difficulty? They're like, difficulty challenge or something like that. Like, no, I'm not exaggerating, guys, and it's not like it's not like me not being good at the game. Like, I'm pretty good at this game. I was able to beat brutal difficulty on all 3 games multiple times now and do crushing for Uncharted 4. So, like, I'm pretty good at these games. I know how these games are built, and these sections are still really difficult. I'm not exaggerating, I promise. And like I said, if you've played the hanging sections in brutal difficulty, then you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Nearly there.
Have to go get this treasure real quick, and then I have no idea what happened there. I was climbing up and just like mashing X, and he just slid back down for some reason. And then I'm just gonna have a cut, so just to save a little bit of time. And then I'm gonna struggle climbing side to side here in a second. Here for the next couple of seconds. Gonna see me struggle, and then I'm gonna grab a treasure down here. Then I'm gonna climb back up and continue with the rest of the chapter.
Nice. Must be Ramsey's ship. Alright. Finally, let's... You've gotta be kidding me. This place is a mess. Shit. Alright. Plan B. Wait. Where are you headed? That must be where they're holding Sully. I gotta get on that ship.
Like, how the hell does this guy afford that big ship? He must get a lot of jobs from people. This is basically the end of the game. If you struggled with this chapter, this section is not difficult. There's only going to be one guy that can kill you, and that's this guy right here. And then there's 2 more guys that come out with lasers. And the guys with lasers, they take so long to shoot, you should have 0 issue with them. So congratulations, you've beaten this chapter, one of the hardest chapters in the game, on brutal and crushing difficulty. So congrats to you. I remembered this section having a lot more guys, so that's why I was still not moving forward. I kept thinking that there was going to be more spawns, but there wasn't. And I was like, well, that was an easy section. Why the heck did I remember it being so difficult? That's what's going through my mind right now as I was walking forward from here. Then there's one random big guy here around the corner. I don't know why this guy's here, but he's here. I just throw all my grenades at him, then continue on my way. And then this is going to be the end of the chapter, and after I saw the title card for chapter 13, I go ahead and I quit out to the main menu, and then I redo chapter 11 for treasures, and then find out that I can't start back at chapter 13, so I have to redo chapter 12 before I can get my recording of chapter 13 to y'all. So, but I've already done that, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Bye guys, love y'all.